Hey guys, it's Thursday, July 9th, 2020, and we just had a couple of little birthday gigs for the kids at the house for Zoe and Piper and Eli. Zoe's birthday's tomorrow, Eli's is Tuesday, and Piper's was back in March, but we didn't get to celebrate it because of the old Corona. So we just rented a big old slide and had a good old time. Today I want to go over a verse that I learned when I was a kid. It was back in when we used to have evangelists come in to our church. I had a Bible that I used to let each one of the missionaries or evangelists sign the front of it, just so I could remember them and pray for them. It was something I was taught when I was young, and they'd always put a verse beside it. I guess it was what they called a life verse. And I've adopted several life verses based off of what the evangelist had in front of my Bible, because I always kind of said, well, if they know the really good verses in the Bible, I should really know the really good verses in the Bible. So I always made it a point to learn those verses. And one gentleman who signed my Bible, he's an evangelist, his name was John Stansel. And I don't have that, my Bible's tucked away somewhere, but I remember the name because it was written with a brown marker, almost like a calligraphy marker. And it was written real big, but it also written with it was the verse Nahum 1:7. And of course, as like an 8 or 9 year old, Nahum was not a book that I frequented, or not a book that many stories were told out of. So, Nahum was kind of a random verse for me. I think I learned it in Awana, but I kind of took that verse to heart. It's a very simple verse, stuck in the middle of a lot of kind of complex verses, but it has a really good meaning. And if you don't know the verse, I'd encourage you to memorize it. The verse goes like this, Nahum 1:7. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. And that's all it says. And you read that verse at face value and it means a lot. But if you actually look into it even more, it means more when you look at it and kind of use some, if you amplify it a little bit, I guess. And the first part says the Lord is good. It doesn't say the Lord is sometimes good, or the Lord is good to this set of people. It just says the Lord is good. So he is good, and that's all, and he can't be bad. So number one, the verse says the Lord is good. And that's comforting, especially in times like this when we see so much bad in the world, that the Lord is always good. Second part of that verse is right after a semicolon, so you can still take the Lord is and apply this part, but it says a stronghold in the day of trouble. So you can say the Lord is a stronghold in the day of trouble. And some people, stronghold is kind of an older term maybe, but I looked it up just so I could give a definition, and it says a place that has been fortified so as to protect it against attack. So the Lord is a stronghold in the day of trouble. So any time, and it just don't mean any day, it means any time you're in trouble, the Lord is there to basically defend, to protect, to fortify you, to protect you from those attacking you, which is mostly times the devil and whatever he uses in the world, Satan's fiery darts of the wicked. So Lord is good, but not only that, he is going to protect us. It doesn't say he's going to protect us sometimes. It's not saying he's a stronghold to certain groups of people. It's not saying he's a stronghold when you're only if you're in a good mood. It says he's a stronghold for you in the day of trouble, so you can depend on him. And the last part of that verse says, and he knoweth them that trust in him. And once again, I'm going to use this little reverse psychology thing here. It doesn't say he kind of knows them, or he might know them sometimes, but those that trust in him, he knoweth them. He knows them. So it's awesome to think, because people can't do this. We can't fill the shoes of the Lord. Does that even make sense? The Lord can always be good to us. He can always protect us, and he'll always know us if we trust him. So are we trusting him? Are we, making him first in our life? We talked a lot about idols in a few of my vlogs, and if we're not fully trusting him, then maybe he doesn't know us. But it says he knoweth them that trust in him. So we got to make sure our trust is in him and not of things of this world or idols of this world. So anyway, that's my verse for the day. It's one of my favorites, and it's an easy one to memorize, and it's a great one to bring comfort to people that are in need, that may be struggling through hard times, to always know that their Lord is there for them and protecting them, and he knows them. So y'all take care. Have a great Thursday. Fridays are coming tomorrow. See ya.